Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Smarter Every Day. So today we will be learning how to remove the null values in the machine learning model. So in the previous video we have already done various steps like importing the libraries like NumPy, Pandas and the Matplotlib. So the next step was to import the dataset which we get to know of for the kaggle.com, and then we check the null values, that if there is null values exist in this, then we will remove that. So there was in one of the column there was null values, so now we will try to remove that. Now in this video I will be explaining you first of all the previous steps which we have done again, and then we will moving towards this thing. Okay, so first of all you should know that what are the null values in this model. So basically in any of the column there would be no value in any of the row or in any of the column, so we have to remove it. So there are three methods with which you can remove that. Okay, so the first method definitely be, just wait. Okay, so the first method that can be the mean. Of course you can do it with the mean. Okay, then you can do that by median and then mod. So now the question arises in your mind that when to use these different parameters. Okay, you should get to know about these when you are solving different models problems. Okay, so first of all, talking about the mean, if you are having small values in your column, if you are having small values in your column, then you have to use the mean part. Okay, but if you are having the large values in your columns like 100 plus or 1000 plus values are there, then definitely you will be using the median. And then what about the mod? If you are having the categorical data, like let me give you an example. Like if you are having the in one of the columns that the gender part, girl boy, girl boy, girl boy, boy boy, girl girl, it's like that, then what you need to do is you need to take the mode of that. Obviously you can't take median or mode of boys and girls, but you can take, but you will take as the how many times the boy or the girl occurs. The more number of boy or girl occurs, you will fill that by the that thing. Okay, so now let's proceed with the video. First we will be seeing the data set straight. Okay, this is what we have done till now. We have imported the data set, we have imported the libraries, some of the libraries, which is very important. You should remember these libraries every time whenever you are starting with any of the project. You have to import these libraries. Okay, it's very important. And then we have imported the data set. This is our data set. We have used the function that is read.csv file of the pandas library. So there is our data set. In the previous video I have also explained how to use the Google Colab, so you can go and check that, and I will also upload the link in the description box. You can check from there. Okay, next is the shape. So what is the shape doing here? Shape is telling us how many rows, this is how many rows, and this is how many columns are there in the dataset. We are just getting the description or the information of our dataset. Then what we are doing? Next step would be definitely to get to know what are the first, it's very difficult to see or to look at the whole data set which contains 1599 rows and 12 columns. Then definitely you will be I just want to know only the first 5 rows or the first 5 or the last 5 rows. Okay, so what you can do that with the which function, that is dot head or dot tail. The basic difference between these two are dot head will tell you about, will give you only the first 5 rows, and the dot tail function will give you the last 5 rows. Okay, it's very important to see this. Okay, next thing, we are checking if there is any null value in the dataset, because if there is null value in your dataset and you haven't resolved that, then definitely it will affect on your output. So we get a one, or in one of the column, that is true value. That means it is telling us that there is one of the null value in the column, so you need to resolve that, and it's giving us the true value, and else there is false. Okay, so now what we can do is, I was telling you, you can, let me, yes, you can use mean, you can use median, or you can use mod. But when to use mean, when to use median, and when to use mod. So mean can be used when used for small values. When you have small values in your dataset, then you can use mean. Talking about median, when you have large values, then you can use median. Then it is mod when you have categorical data. When you have categorical data, then you are using this. Okay, so now how we can remove the null values? So let's see. So we can see that in any one of the column there is a null value, that is sulfates. Okay, let's see the sulfates part, this one. What we can see is there is not much more than large values, like there is no large value over there. There is 0.5 point, there is values less than or little bit greater than 1, right? So we can see that we can easily use the mean part. Okay, so let's see how we can use. So let me comment it down that we are using mean here. Okay, so let's see how we can do that. So what we have taken, our data set is in which variable, that is df variable. So what we will be writing here, df, then in the square brackets you have to mention the column name in which there is a null value. So it's in sulfates, so you have to write it here, sulfates. Then you have to fill it, you have to use the fill now function of fill now, to which we have to fill our data set. Okay, which column, that is sulfates. Okay, next, with which function you are using, we are using mean function. Okay, here, and next parameter you have to give is in place is equal to true. What is this in place is equal to true? Basically it tells us that there is a permanent changes in the dataset. It's not like that you have run this now and there is a changes take place. There has been changes take place, and whenever you will be coming next like tomorrow or day after tomorrow, you are coming on this same platform and you are seeing this, and the changes will not be there. It's not like that. If you are giving this true, then definitely there will be going to a permanent changes. Okay, so next part, so let's run this and see if it's giving the output or not. I think it's giving me, so let's see if it works. Yes, it works. Then we are just putting it in. Okay, now let's check it again if it's removed or not. There is same method, you have to just check it is null dot any and just run it. Let's see if it's removed. Yes, it's removed. You can see that there was a true value here, and it's giving us a false. It means we have successfully removed our null value in this column. Okay, so talking about the next step, that is basically the label encoding part. Let's understand first what is label encoding. So basically you can see in this data set we cannot apply label encoding just because we have no categorical data in any of the column. Just try to listen and understand it, that what is label encoding, because definitely it will be going to ask in your exams or in the interviews, like what how we apply label encoding and how we can do that. So the first step which you should follow, we should understand, is basically what is label encoding is, that is you have the categorical data and you know that machine can only understand binary language, that is 0 and 1, right? So it doesn't understand what is 3, 4, 5, 6, and no, it will take that in numerical value only. So it cannot understand yes, no, it cannot understand gender, male, female, transgender and all. This machine doesn't know anything. This machine doesn't have any brain. So what you can do is, you can change the categorical data, like you can code them, you can put the code in front of them. Yes, if the male is there, then the machine will understand 0. If 1 is there, then machine will understand automatically that it is female. So what you are doing is, you are transforming the data from the categorical data to the numerical data. This is what label encoding is doing. Let me just write it here. Transforming the categorical data into numerical data. As if we are not having the any categorical data in this data set, so I am not applying here, but I will definitely be giving you the code for that. Like if any, in any of the model or in any of the project, if there is categorical data there, then what you can do. So let's see this. So first you need to import library, that is sklearn. Okay, import sklearn dot preprocessing import label encoder. Okay, now you have to just create the instance for that. Sorry, it's from sklearn. Okay, LE, then you have to create an instance for that. You have successfully created the instance. Then you need not to do anything. Now you just need to fit and transform the model. What do you mean by fit and transform the model? It will take the training set data and it will fit the data and transform it into the following, whatever I explained in the label encoding method. Okay, what it is doing, it is just fitting and transforming the data into the whatever we need. Okay, so like if you want to change the gender, I'm taking the example, if you want to change the gender, then what you can do is, you can use this function fit underscore transform and which thing you need to change, it's gender one. It will definitely going to be work. Then you will then if you will see the output, you will print the data again, then you will be seeing that all the categorical data has been converted into the numerical data. which the machine can understand. Now the question arises, if there is two or more categorical data, like if there is yes, if there is no, if there is not mentioned, if there is the transgender. So what it is, how computer knows, computer can only understand 0 and 1, so there will be 0 1 2 3 4 will be there, 4 digits will be there, right? So what will be machine be understanding, that this is the numerical, 0 1 is okay, I am giving the code, but 2 and 3 or 4 will be, it's just like the numerical, it will understand just like a numerical value, that it's simply a numerical value, it's nothing like coding and all part, it's not representing anything. So for that only we are using the next step, that is one hot encoder, and that's also very 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 important, because in every project you will be needing, you will be doing that thing again, because after this part, label encoding part, these two steps are always asked in the exams, and it's very important. In each of the project you will be doing it. So this is all about today's video. So if you like this, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, share a lot with your friends if you liked it, and do comment down if you need more such type of videos. Thank you so much.